Thought I'd do a bit of spontaneous film.
Why not?
It can sort of just be thrown into the mix.
Throw it in. Never know what's going to happen with improv, do you?
Exactly. But
Oh, this is great. I love the fact that you're doing this. And I love that you've invited me. I love that I get to take part. Thank you very much. Where is milk?
you want milk?
I say white.
You said black, no?
I said black tea with milk
I
rather than green tea with no milk. I'm sorry, I'm not
understand
clear.
now.
No, I'm not clear. I make sure.
Is there any little fun improv-y game we can do?
Oh, yeah, there's got to be, right?
Yeah. What would be good?
Oh, I can't think of anything now.
Oh, that's a shame. You've got a blank?
Oh, no.
Oh no, you're frozen.
I'm mirroring you now. Mirroring.
There must be something we can do.
Well, I think we could just do... I actually think we shouldn't necessarily play one of the games. I think we should just see what happens.
Yeah.
As like something very organic
Yeah.
where we're just two people. And whatever happens, happens. Whatever the relationship is, whatever the situation is, I think will just appear.
Well, I am Albert Henry III.
Why are you saying it like that, Albert? I've known you 6 years.
Because I am exploring a new accent for myself.
Oh my God. You're English now.
I've been fascinated by the ways of the English. They know how to make a good brew.
A brew? Are you? What has happened to you, Arthur Henry
The third.
the Third?
My father, Arthur Henry II, always ridiculed me for my love of tea. But now I will have my revenge and become English.
Arthur, if you don't mind me saying, you've always been a little bit obsessed with revenge. And I know your tea loving is just so... I know it's always boiled within you, this love of tea. But you don't have to be British, English, Irish, Scottish, Welsh to like tea. You can still be a Yank and like tea.
I never thought of that. You mean I could just be a regular Yankee who likes his tea?
You certainly can.
My grandpappy, Albert Henry I.
Arthur Henry?
Arthur Henry I would be truly proud.
The only thing see, loving tea doesn't stop you being a Yank.
I've learned that now.
But Arthur
Henry
the
III.
Third,
What?
dressing like a dog. That stops you being a Yank. That's often. And I think that's what your uncle was saying. I can't do the accent anymore.
God damn it, you're telling me I can't dress like a dog no more?
You cannot dress like a dog no more.
If I want to be a proper Yank?
Mm-hmm. Everyone knows Yanks dress as eagles.
Forget it.
No?
I'm off to Blighty. Bit random.
Was it random? I want to try something else.
We did this improv game last night. So this game was, you were making a speech and you had someone sitting behind you, and every now and again you were meant to like stop, pause, and ask them for a word.
Oh yeah.
So it's like a variant of a game called Pillars, where the pillars are the people who give you the word.
Right.
It's really fun, but it's actually really hard. You kind of need to set up the person properly, because like the tendency is just to say, I'm giving a beautiful speech all about iron filings, and iron filings are and they're like,
Oh, yeah.
you know, whereas
Yeah,
you need to be kind of like, I once met a very old man called, you know,
Alfred.
you need to kind of give them,
Yeah,
you need to set them up. So it's
something
actually really hard,
Oh,
but quite
interesting.
fun.
Yeah, it's the...
Do you want to be the pillar or the,
I'll be a pillar.
yeah?
Yeah.
Podcasting is an important endeavor for the good of. You see, I didn't set you up very well. It was too broad, right?
Yeah, for the good of...
Okay, let's try it this way.
This is interesting.
My new podcast. This is the first episode of my exciting new podcast on the topic of
Ostrich breeding.
ostrich breeding. Yes, I've been since the age of 3 when I was born. I have lived on an ostrich farm. I was born age 3, and the first word that an ostrich said to me was, "Oi!" And from that moment, I've just loved ostriches, and I wish to share my passion for ostrich welfare with the world. Now, there's a very important object that is key to the life of ostriches, and that object is
An optometrist.
an optometrist. An optometrist. It sounds like a person, but it's not. It's an object. And it's a very important object, which is the key to giving ostriches their most important emotion. The emotion which makes an ostrich really successful is
Featherbrain.
featherbrain. Yes, when an ostrich is feeling featherbrain, it truly is at one with the universe. So using your optometrist, you will make your ostriches truly featherbrain. Now, the other secret I want to impart to you on this episode is the key to a good ostrich enclosure. The decor must be
Medieval.
medieval. Yes, ostriches like to see hanging on the medieval walls
Armour.
armor. Yes, armor is crucial. In fact, many an ostrich has been known to take the armor and put it on. You always know your ostrich enclosure is thriving when you see your ostriches clanking around with the emotion of featherheadedness, admiring their optometrists in their shining armor. And I'll leave it there, but I'm very excited to announce that next week our guest will be Professor
Obenbach.
Obenbach, the renowned ostrich music expert, who will be playing his ukulele for us. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.
That was good.
Yeah, it's
quite
hard
good,
though.
man.
It's hard
Yeah.
to like set it up in a way that you ask for
Yeah.
something
Okay,
that's
let's see if I
not
can-
not too obvious, but also like not putting too much pressure on the person. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Do you want to try?
Yeah. Hello. My name is Susan Ogsbod, and I am a furniture restorer from...
Sweden.
Yeah, that's a good like I've lost the accent many years ago, as I was only young when I came from Sweden. They like furniture in Sweden. In the living room, they particularly like
Sofas.
sofas, and they have big sofas. They have little sofas. They have medium sofas. And I did know one guy who had a sofa that he put on the
Swimming pool.
and actually it did very well. His sofa, they called it the floaty sofa, which I did dispute the the naming of said sofa, but he went with floaty. And in the swimming pool, you see the sofa. You'd think it might sink, but instead it
Flew.
The water changed the density of the fabric in the sofa. And a little known fact about fabric sofa is sofa fabric it makes helium when connected with water. So it did indeed float and fly away. So it was floaty not only in the buoyant sense, but also in the floating in the sky sense. He did ask for a refund, but none was given. One of my other interests in furniture restoration outside of Sweden is I work very often with
bumblebees.
With the bumblebee, a little known piece of furniture. The bumblebee. It's actually the back leg of a three-legged stool is called the bumblebee, and I'll tell you why. The bumblebee, the last leg on a three-legged stool, is called the bumblebee because occasionally when a three-legged stool is moved, it
grows.
It grows by about the size and length of a bumblebee, hence the name. So when you have a three-legged stool, it's very important to look out for that bumblebee. You might have to shave it down every now and then, like your nails. You might have to get some bit of sanding paper just to take the bumblebee off. We like to call it removing the bumblebee because we're not that creative. Anyway, the other bit of furniture that I love to work with is actually, I'll tell you what, it's a ceiling fan. Now, people don't think it's furniture, but it very much is, because it's made out of something other than, carpet or like other flooring, or it also can be looking nice, so I call it furniture. And the fan that I'm working on at the moment is called the
Whirlwind.
It's called the Whirlwind. And I do understand people are worried about the butterfly effect when it comes to ceiling fans. Now, it's called the Whirlwind not because it creates whirlwinds, though I cannot legally say that it doesn't, but it doesn't create a whirlwind. It's more the visual image that you get from it, because what I've done is I've painted it so that it looks like wind. And wind is notoriously difficult to capture, but this ceiling fan, the Whirlwind, it does just that. It captures the wind, both in your imagination and in the air. And finally, I would like to say thank you to my
brother,
because he actually destroyed all my furniture as a kid, and it led me to the restoration path I'm on now. So thank you, brother. In my passing comments, there is tea and coffee provided at the end of this session at the back of the hall. Please watch out for elephants, as they have been known to invade the property. They're not real elephants. They are actually just the overweight people that come in for the tea and biscuits. So do watch out for them. Thanks very much, everyone, and have a safe drive home.
Funny. Quite hard.
Different, yeah. See, I enjoy it, even if there's not much of that which is funny. I'd still really enjoyed just seeing where my mind went with it. I enjoyed seeing where yours went.
Mm-hmm.
And it, like, I don't feel like I have to achieve anything with that. That's just a bit of fun.
Yeah.
And I could probably do that all night. I mean, yeah. And I wasn't anywhere else but right here doing that.
Yeah.
I was nowhere else.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah, I've had enough of you now.
Yeah.